I'm gonna tell you a story that you probably didn't know, and it's gonna answer some of the questions that y'all have regarding my deleted songs. In 2019, I had a full-on pop album. I used to go by a different name back then as well. I started out as a rock musician originally, but I love experimenting with genres, and I'm very musically versatile. My goal in music has always been to do whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want to, because music is my art. However, in 2019, I decided to experiment with pop music, which resulted in the pop album. Originally, it had 8 songs. Later on in 2020, I released an expanded edition which had 13 songs. Everything was going well until I started to feel limited. People were asking me to stick to the pop genre and keep making pop music. I did not want to do that because I wanted to move on and start making rock music again. I was not feeling great. I felt like I wasn't able to do what I actually wanted to do, and I felt almost controlled. Now I had to choose. Either I was going to stick to pop music and keep making it because people wanted me to, and in the process sacrifice my happiness and the pride that I had of my art, or I was going to switch it up and start making rock music again even if people didn't want me to. The latter would have made me feel happy about my art again and actually excited to make music, and I wouldn't be burned out. Essentially, I decided that it was better to maintain my happiness and actually do what I wanted to do, which was rock music. So I switched it up. I started making rock music again, I deleted my pop album, and I rebranded. Now I'm Bluevex. I kept making rock music for 3 years until I decided that I wanted to experiment with electronic music. I started experimenting with electronic elements within rock music, which resulted in my EP Smile While You Still Have Teeth. This EP came out in 2023 and had elements of electronic music within rock music, but also some elements of noise. Now I was going to switch it up again and start experimenting with hyperpop. This resulted in Self-Explained, Lovelorn, Suffocation, Free S3X Toy. You know those songs. I released lots of songs in the hyperpop genre. I was feeling happy about it at first, and I was starting to get recognition, and I was actually starting to have a stable income. However, 2024 came, and I was getting burnt out. I wanted to switch it up again. I wanted to start making rock music again, but people wanted me to stick to the hyperpop genre. So I did that. I kept making hyperpop music because people wanted me to, and I also needed to have some sort of income. In the end, I got burnt out. On top of that, the community I was in was definitely not the best, and it was a complete disaster. Now, the same thing was happening again. History was repeating itself. I was feeling limited within my own art, almost controlled, and I felt like I wasn't able to do what I actually wanted to do, which was rock music. Even though I'm versatile and I love experimenting with genres, I don't want to stick to one genre. I don't want to define myself by a genre. I don't want to label myself or put myself in a box, which I've always been clear about. In the end, I decided again that it was better to not sacrifice my happiness and start making rock music again. I deleted my hyperpop songs, leaving only 4 available. The reason why I kept those 4 songs was because I don't really hate them as much as the other ones, and I also need to have some sort of income. Us artists, we don't get paid enough. We are severely overworked and underpaid. If you know anything about releasing music and getting paid for it, then you know how it is. It's absolutely horrible. I know the songs I deleted were making people happy, and I am sorry for any disappointment this has caused, but I decided that if I'm gonna focus on music and actually be known for it, I want to be known for the stuff that I actually want to do, the stuff that I actually am proud of, which is rock music. To people asking if I'm ever gonna re-upload the songs that I deleted, I posted this. You can pause to read. The only thing I'm gonna do regarding these songs is make rock versions of them. Not all of them, but some of them. That's what you can expect of me. Rock music. But don't expect me to stay in one single genre for the rest of my life. Because even though I'm making rock music, I'm still versatile. And I am gonna want to experiment at some point. But please don't ask me to stick to one genre. I hate feeling limited, I hate feeling controlled, and this is my music and my art. While I am grateful for the support that y'all have given me because of the hyperpop songs, I'm not gonna go back to that style. If hyperpop is your preferred genre of music, then I'm not the artist for you. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'm very sorry, but I hope you understand.